what's up? Welcome back to the Big Show. My name is Matteo. I'm going to be drinking a beer. Well, if you haven't noticed, I've gone back to standard definition. There's a lot of technical reasons for that and a lot of other boring reasons that you don't really care about. So let's move on and talk about some beer. Well, this week's beer, I finally did it. I finally went out and got a pumpkin wheat beer that is created by Shock Top. Now, this is the what the pumpkin wheat looks like. And according to the bottle, this is blended ripe pumpkins, nutmeg, cinnamon, and cloves. You know what I taste when I taste this? I taste a wheat beer. But I don't know where the nutmeg, where the cinnamon, and where the pumpkin is. So I was very disappointed. So there's my first horrible review about a beer. And hopefully that'll be the last time that ever happens. So skip it. Let's move on. First thing I'm going to talk about this week is of one of my favorite shows, which has been back on the last 2 weeks, The Walking Dead. Holy shit, this show is so good. I love this show. I can't wait for every episode to come out. For those of you who have never seen it, it centers around a group of survivors in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. Awesome setting. And much bad occurs. So much bad that you begin to wonder if the metaphor of The Walking Dead isn't talking about the zombies, but is perhaps instead talking about the people you're watching. Dead men walking, because they're walking dead. It's a great show, but for me what the show is really about is it's about personal interaction. It's human drama. What happens to people in the middle of a wasteland? Like what happens when you're without your electricity, when you're without the convenience of everyday life? Cell phones, a new movie, TV shows, music, a hot shower. What happens when you run out of those things? Last 2 seasons have been amazing. The second half of season 2 was just amazingly mind-blowing. Like, there's an episode that started the second half of the second season called Nebraska, and you just watch the end of that episode and the choices poor Rick has to make, and you are like, oh my god, a drama unlike any other. But I think that Rick is doing the right thing. He's trying to keep some semblance of humanity together. Of course, I say that about seasons 1 and seasons 2. So far, season 3, some of that humanity that he had doesn't seem to be there anymore. It's what do you do if you're the leader of a group, and how do you handle everybody, and how do you deal with the egos, and and for the most part, I feel like Rick's doing the right thing. So, no matter what, I say start watching it. The first season is on Netflix. Season 2 drops next week on Netflix as well. So, watch that show, start DVRing everything on AMC, and you will not regret watching it. And that's all I got to say about it. So what else, Matt? What else has been on your mind? My fantasy football team sucks. And I don't just mean like I drafted really bad people. No, I drafted really good people, and it still sucks, and that's not my fault. I'm going to change the name of my team, which has forever been known as Dub Beers, to the Underachievers. Why? They are underachieving. Now I just want to go through a few of the names that I have on my list here, okay? For instance, I have Larry Fitzgerald on my team, right? My first pick. Do you know that last week he scored me 2.9 points, and that as a season total, he has only scored me 63.9 points. That is irredeemable for a first-round pick. Thank you, Larry Fitzgerald. You suck. Now, let me tell you about my second pick. Now, agreed, I went out on a limb on this one, but last year I had Gronkowski from New England, and he was scoring me 28-32 points. This year, Jimmy Graham, he's the new Ron Gronkowski. Jimmy Graham for New Orleans? Yeah, that's what they were saying. They're like, don't worry, he'll do you right. Yeah, well, Jimmy Graham has not done me right. Not only was he out this week, but as a season total, what he has given me, 43.2 points. Thank you. And then Hakeem Nicks. Everyone was all about Hakeem Nicks this year. Oh, yeah. Hey, Hakeem Nicks, what did you get for me this year so far? Oh, hurt a lot? Yeah, 39.4 points on the year. The only good thing that I did so far, with my third pick, I picked up Trent Richardson from Cleveland. This guy has been a powerhouse. He has scored me 84 points this year. Now, as you realize, as I'm getting into the 5th and 6th round, what don't I have yet? A quarterback. Well, in my league, quarterbacks are really fast. So guess who I got this year as my main quarterback? Phillip Rivers. This guy. So inconsistent. You can't count on him for anything. Officially renaming my fantasy team the Underachievers, because that's all they are, a bunch of underachievers. I can't wait till next year. I do want to give a quick shout out to my Bears. They're rocking it this year. They're right now leading the NFC North. Bears. Lead that division right now. 5-1. Go Bears. Another thing we need to talk about today is, of course, I want to send you over to Just Joel Comics, because Just Joel is the man. I'm one of his comics there. I'm Matteo. What I'm going to show you here is a couple of sketches he's made for a local band. For those of you who haven't seen, Hey Girl! It's a band my roommate Brittany is a part of, as well as a couple of other friends of mine. And here's all of their awesome pictures right here, one by one. It's just a little side project that Just Joel picked up here to make a little bit of extra cash, and as well as help promote Hey Girl. So check it out. Now, can I just take a minute right now of your time to talk about my ideal men's bathroom? Spent a few nights in some bars recently. We went out a couple of different places. What got me thinking about what's really good in a men's bathroom is this. You've seen that little chart about, okay, you got 4 urinals, one guy's at this urinal, so which urinal are you supposed to go stand at? Well, that's something that I've paid a lot of attention to. You know, it's just one of those funny things when you walk in, you're like, well, this is the one to choose. So I walk into a men's bathroom the other night, and you got 3 urinals. You got one against the wall, one with a partition, another partition, and then you got an extra urinal, which is sitting right here, that has no partition. So that when you walk into the door, everybody can see that little urinal there. Then you got another one free, and then you got a guy standing at the one by the wall. So I come in. Well, of course, I'm going to go to the one in the middle. Why? Because I am just not going to stand there and pee in front of everybody who just happens to walk through the door. It's not going to be how it works. No. Not that I have anything to be ashamed of, but I have shy pee. And it won't come out unless I, have a partition. And what I don't understand are the people who are fine just, like, ripping the partitions off the freaking wall. Like, why is that cool? So you get to stand closer to your, like, fratty bro guy or something? I don't understand the kind of person it takes to just, well, I mean, vandalism in any sort, but just to rip the partition off the wall because I like the partition there and you shouldn't move it. So partition me. That's all I'm asking. Number 2, I want paper towels. I know it's not very green and that you are killing millions and millions and millions of trees every year by not having paper towels in the thing. Do you know what my problem is? I don't like hand blowers because it takes too long. I've even used the super, like, high-powered blow ones. It's not helping any. I have heard there are these mysterious Dyson hand blowers where all you do is put your water in and it basically sucks the water right off your hand as you're pulling them out. That would be cool, but they're probably really expensive and not a lot of people are going to buy them. So you know what I asked for? Paper towels. I can be done in 10 seconds. And guys, what's with the boogers on the wall, alright? It's disgusting. It makes me want to throw up. I don't want to touch my boogers. I certainly don't want to touch your boogers. Get your boogers off the wall. Alright? That's gross. Thank you. One more just teeny tiny thing, and because I've been already talking about it the last couple of weeks. It's about the show that I'm doing. Running this weekend, Friday at 7:30, Saturday at 7:30, Sunday 3 o'clock, matinee. Austin Theater Project, baby. It's an amazing show. So, as I say every week, thanks for watching. My name's Matteo. This is my show.